5, 4, 3. Welcome to Peacekeeper Reaction. My name is Nathan. Joining me,
Hunter.
How are you, friend?
Good.
Mustache season in full effect, right?
Yeah. Still gotta. Well, I've been growing out the rest of the beard a little bit, so I gotta trim that down.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of that. It's gotta go. It's mustache season.
Yeah.
Not beard season.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's just it's so much work.
Yeah. Anyways, Hunter, when we were first started talking about music at your place there, you mentioned that you love Sabaton, or you enjoy Sabaton.
Well, yeah, because I really like 20th century history, though. The problem is I can't really figure out the exact part. Okay, this other guy I went to high school with, he was fucking way more into it, and honestly, I have so much respect for the guy. The guy was such a smart guy. Yeah. Right? And he, I think he might have been the one to first introduce me to it.
Yeah. And, got you going about history.
Yeah, he was so good at he was so good at history.
Yeah. And you, in fact, you said to me that you have interest in becoming a history teacher.
Yeah.
Even, right? That's very interesting.
Pretty quick here.
So I think this band, Sabaton, does really great, accessible stories from history. I swear to God, I've learned a ton of shit listening to Sabaton. Into the Fire is the new song. It just came out 13 days ago. They released a lyric video, so I thought we'd be one of the first to check it out. It's probably been checked out a bunch. But
is it about Vietnam?
I'm not sure.
I'm just seeing helicopters in a field burning. I'm like,
well, that would point to that type of era of war, probably. But we kind of got it. But with Sabaton, I don't know. You never know what you're going to get, what they're going to talk about, because they've done songs throughout history, and they're always fascinating stories, and they teach me a ton of shit. Imagine if maybe you should do this, become a history teacher who teaches with heavy metal. You know what I mean? Do a course, a Sabaton course, dude, and teach them all of that. That's how I learned from heavy metal.
Yeah, have you ever searched up Napalm Sticks to Kids? It's a military
Anyway?
Napalm Sticks to Kids. It's a military cadence.
Napalm Sticks to Kids?
I don't know if we should necessarily do it,
we can't.
It's pretty...
What is it? Well, tell me what it is.
It's just a military cadence, and it's just singing about how Napalm Sticks to Kids is kind of about, Vietnam War.
Yeah.
We can't watch it because it just straight up says a slur.
Okay, well, let's not do it. Yeah,
it's interesting. Yeah, because I don't know if it's a real thing or if it's someone who just kind of was fucking around.
Holy shit! I can't believe this. Hold on one sec. Sorry. All right, how's that? That's way better. That's the old one. I bought a new one. Anyways,
the old one works better. Damn. That's
Anyways, Vietnam and throughout history, it's a war that has had a lot of movies and a lot of lore written about, right?
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Yeah,
I don't know where that's from, but I know the quote.
That's from Apocalypse Now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and that's there's so many movies. Think about it, Full Metal Jacket, some of the classic movies, because Vietnam is a fucked up war. Yeah. They just sent, could you imagine? Yeah, your age, you would be draft age, right?
Yeah, okay, that's the thing. I could have been enlisted in the military a few years ago now. But
you still could.
Yeah, I still can, right? I just mean at the earliest.
You were debating it?
I mean but forced conscription. Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Or even and some guys would try and get in younger.
Yeah.
16 and
that's in World War II. A lot of people lied about their age because they could go, and it was a noble thing. World War II more than Vietnam is a different war. I wouldn't be doing drafts to send to fight for oil in the Middle East. You know
exactly.
That would be fucked up.
It's changed so much over. I'd probably say the past.
I would say Yeah. But it's a tough thing. But anyways, it is such an interesting part of history. And so I didn't look up anything on the song. I wanted to be 100%.
I don't think
this
I've
is
heard
new
it
to
either.
me, new to you. And it came out 13 days ago. It's a lyric video, which they're always good for Sabaton. They really put effort into their stuff. So let's dive in and see what we see.
Go.
All right, Sabaton, Into the Fire on Peacekeeper. Oh, yeah, this is totally a Vietnam song, you know.
The jungle is alive. The trees are speaking Vietnamese.
Think about how crazy that would be to be just a regular kid from North America. All of a sudden, you're in a jungle.
Yeah,
like you're totally out of your element compared to the people like the Vietnamese. Well, they were so great at building tunnels.
You also couldn't tell who was who. Sometimes it'd just be like a random
for sure,
civilian.
You never know.
Exactly, right?
It's such a crazy thing, and and think about it, you don't care. Like it would be hard to get me for a cause that I would go to fight in Vietnam for.
Yeah.
Like it would have to be some crazy shit, not spreading democracy or whatever the fuck that vague thing is, or a war on terrorism or some shit. But apparently, here this is cool. Star Wars, the Ewoks, I think, were based on the Vietnamese, the Viet Cong or whatever. You know what I mean? I think so. Anyway, I think I heard that. They should have
made the fucking stormtroopers look so incompetent because of
it sort of goes to a parody level.
They went to kind of a more child friendly.
Like high five.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
That was start of the downfall of Star Wars, I think. And they even had a separate Ewok movie. Did you ever see that? Adventures of Ewok? No?
No, I've never.
Oh man, we should do a reaction to it.
Of course, I've heard of the Star Wars Christmas special.
Oh, classic shit, classic shit. Anyways, this is great so far. This is like classic Sabaton, the kind of like sharp. Oh, by the way, here's a fun fact: Floor Jansen of Nightwish.
Yeah.
Her husband is the drummer of Sabaton.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. That's why the drums, they're not that great.
That's
but
cool.
I think Floor could probably do better, maybe. But,
This fucking guy.
Anyways, let's continue.
Controlling my mind, the soul. My savage running wild. Within me, the beast starts to roar. Now I'm ready to strike. A creature of the night, into the fire. The flame of napalm strike. Swords down, I'm in charge. Pieces everywhere. Overrun yet order has strike. Condemned us all to burn. Napalm from above, burning friend and foe. Chaos on the battlefield, the jungle's on fire. This blaze, it's driving me insane. Napalm, it's burning us all. This fight, no man can live to tell. Within me, my blood starts to boil. Now ready to strike. A creature of the night, into the fire. The flame of napalm strike. came and it burned the world below. Napalm falling from the sky and it leaves no man alive. I fail. The fire starts to burn. The heat controlling my mind. Napalm, it's burning us alive. Within me the beast's final roar. Now I'm ready to strike. The creature of the night. Into the fire. The flame of napalm strike.
Into the Fire by Sabaton on Peacekeeper. Very interesting song that really makes you think, Hunter. You know, napalm is one of the most horrific inventions made by man, as far as I'm concerned, you know.
It's like, to my understanding, it's fire that literally just sticks to you.
Yeah, so its purpose is to clear the jungle. Yeah. Because that's what the Vietnamese had, or the Viet Cong had over the Americans, was that this was their terrain.
Yeah.
They know it. You're taking a guy from Brooklyn and you're putting him in a jungle. He's probably never seen this shit before.
I watched this YouTuber, well, the channel I watch it on is Mike Burnfire, but he plays like Fallout with his friend Zach Hazard. I don't know if that's his real name, but that's a pretty fucking badass last name.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, Hazard. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But anyways, he talks about being in the army.
Yeah.
Mike was in the Marines, but anyways.
Yeah, it's
he basically, I agree with what he said. There's these guys who go down to the foxholes.
Yeah.
That like the Viet Congs would fucking make.
Yeah.
And
they were the tunnel clearers or whatever,
and
right?
Like with only a fucking pistol. Like you gotta have fucking balls of steel to fucking do that. And it'd always be like the shortest kind of guys. Yeah. They'd be really the only people to kind of like be able to fit in there.
Yeah, for sure. You throw in a fucking grenade. Actually, I know how to say fire in the hole in Vietnamese. It's "De Ho Long Gai." I learned that from a TV show. But yeah, you'd have to, and then you would go with a flashlight. Same with like, think about trench warfare in World War I, where you're literally running over the thing to go into a trench, you know, and you're living in trenches and digging and shitting and fucking in these trenches. Like, what a nightmare.
I guess if there's no women, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But,
I didn't mean to say that. Sometimes I just say words I can't stop.
Yeah,
you know.
Okay,
but yeah, you're right. Those clearing of the jungle, going into the holes. I mean, what a scary fucking thing to be asked of anybody, man. And so Sabaton really sums it up. You know, napalm.
No, they're so good. You know? Like for history lessons.
Yeah.
Just like basically just show them the actual like in depth probably Britannica website about like what happened during the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
And then show them this song.
Yeah.
And then be like, okay, now.
And then talk about it. Open discussion.
I'm going to pull up the lyrics again.
Yeah.
What connections can you make?
From
what we've
That's
been
very
studying,
good.
right? Or
there you go.
Like that, right?
That's good, man. Start a fucking university course on it. That would be amazing. But yeah, at napalm, and they did a lot of other crazy shit in the Vietnam War. Have you ever heard of Agent Orange? You know, apparently it was sprayed as well over the soldiers, and it really fucked with them. It fucked with their emotions, made them sick and stuff, because they would just crop dust. The rapper R.A. the Rugged Man? Have you ever heard him?
Maybe I can't think of him.
Okay, well, I'll put a video together for next week. He's a rapper, and his dad was in Vietnam and came back with the effects of Agent Orange, and he was it made him unbalanced and shit. It was like they were experimenting on their own soldiers and shit in Vietnam. It's a crazy nightmare war, and for the end, for nothing. You know what I mean? Like all this death, all this destruction done, you know, I'm so anti-war, Hunter. That's like one of the only things I care about. You know what I mean? And these days, like people are more for war than ever before. They're they're almost bloodthirsty about it.
If it's necessary, I have to go, I guess. You know.
Yeah, I don't know if there are any necessary wars, man.
There's no conflicts. Yeah, there's no major conflicts that are going on right now.
Nope, there's one that everyone's talking about all the time.
Well, yeah, but not that I would personally.
Yeah.
You know, be like invested in. Right.
like enough to go and to fight.
Like, go
yeah,
fight,
exactly,
you know,
exactly.
because
I'm not
it's what I mean. You know,
I'm not sacrificing my life to expand NATO. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyways, you know what? We're a non-political show, so we're not going to go there.
We went somewhere else.
Yeah. But anyways, that's what happens when you talk about Sabaton. Topics come up, and they're a band like I know like maybe 5 or 6 songs of theirs, but I'd be willing to deep dive on some Sabaton, and if that interests you, I think
I'm up for really anything though.
So we're gonna need some people to leave us some comments, and if you want to support the show, go to patreon.com/Peacekeeper Reaction for Peacekeeper. I'm Nathan. That's
Hunter.
Play safe. I can put my arm back on.
You can.